Hi guys, hi everyone. Welcome to hi guys, hi everyone. Okay, I'm sorry, there was like some sound stuff here. I hope that you can hear me well. If you can hear me well, please type in the chat so I know that like we have all good with the sound here. Okay, some hi, hello, and type me about the sound. How is the sound here? While I'm waiting for your answers, we can hear. Perfect. I am very glad to know that you can hear as well. Hi guys, welcome. Welcome to Beetroot WordPress webinar. My name is Laisa Khomyak, and I am an online events manager at Beetroot. And today, the next hour, we will spend here together, and we will talk about no stress WordPress for digital agencies and how to manage your custom WordPress development. And this first 5 minutes of the event, we will wait for people to join. That's why we will talk for a bit. And firstly, I want to tell you that like we have this live stream here, and because of it, we can have 10 seconds delay. So like if you see that like nothing is going on or some like delay in the speech, that's because like we have this time delay. Don't worry. Please, if you have some questions or some comments, go to the live chat near the live stream and let us know. And also, I have 3 questions, something like the icebreaker here. And my first question to our audience will be the next. I want to know where you're from. Can you please write in the chat the name of the country where you are from? And I will read it to the whole audience. So let's wait. Please don't be shy. Tell us. Okay, Sweden. Hi, Sweden. US, Sweden, Poland, Belgium, Sweden, UK. Good. Oh, more UK and Germany also here. Latvia, Sweden. Perfect. Netherlands, Poland, Ukraine. Hi, Ukraine. Very nice. Thank you a lot for the answers. Perfect. My next question going to be about the expectations. So our speaker is already in the chat and he can hear you. And the question is, can you please write in 1 or 2 words, what do you expect from this event? Like some tips, solutions, ideas, I don't know, like anything. Just let us know what are your main expectations and we can share it with our speaker. Yep. So we are waiting. Don't be shy, please. Okay, we have more countries here. And what about expectations? I can tell personally, like my expectation is I really hope that you all will be active and you will talk to us and like let us know what you're interested in. Okay, Matthew Price says that he is looking for an introduction to WordPress. Okay, tips for the team. Good. To learn what these WordPress solutions hold for business, pros and cons, benefits. Okay, insights into custom WordPress. Perfect. Thank you a lot. These are great answers. And our last question here is about the WordCamp Europe. You probably know that on the June 8th, 10th, there will be the WordCamp in Athens and our Beetroot team will go there. And I want to know if you also will be there. If you will be there, please just add plus to the chat so we can, maybe meet you in person there. Okay, looking forward to get your pluses. If someone will go to the Beetroot, to WordCamp Europe, sorry. The Beetroot team definitely will be there. And if you will be going, please let us know. Okay. That's already 5 minutes from the beginning. of the event, and I think that it's time to talk a bit about our agenda. So the whole event will look like presentation part and Q&A session part. The presentation will be for like 35 minutes, and after that we will have the Q&A session. So if you will have like any questions, you can save them for yourself to the Q&A session, or you can add them to the chat here, and I will like save it for myself and I will tell it to the speaker during the Q&A session. So all the questions after their speech. And yeah, so that's basically it. These are all our tech parts here. And I think that's time to present our speaker. So today, here will be Oleg Draganchuk. He is a WordPress tech lead from Beetroot, and he already works for 15 years with WordPress, and he has a lot to tell you guys. So welcome, Oleg. Woo!
Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Good to see you all here. I hope you get a lot of interesting things from my presentation here today. So I'm ready to start. Can I start? Listen. Yeah, I'm ready to start.
Yes.
Can I?
Yes.
Okay. So hello, everyone. My name is Oleg, and I'm going to talk about Node.js WordPress development. I'm tech lead of WordPress development team in Beetroot with 15 years of experience in web development and 4 years of team leadership experience. As a tech lead, my key responsibilities include ensuring the growth of my team, improving our development processes, estimation, evaluation of potential projects, and maintaining the quality and performance of our project. Yeah, it's a tough job, but someone got to do it. So at Beetroot, we work with a variety of businesses, but our typical WordPress client is a digital agency that needs a white label website development. Basically, we help them create a website that looks like they made it themselves. We all know that developing a WordPress site can be a challenging task, but fear not. By following some best practices and using the right tools, you can streamline your development process and create a site that meets your specific business needs. So in this webinar, we are covering next topic, difference between custom WordPress development versus pre-built themes, key benefits of custom development, best practices for managing a custom WordPress development project, and technical aspects of that. So let's get started. When it comes to creating a website using WordPress, there are two main options available: custom WordPress development and pre-designed themes, known like premium themes. First, let's chat about custom WordPress development. This is where you craft a website from the ground up, specifically tailor it to your unique needs and requirements. With this approach, you gain total flexibility and customization, empowering you to bring your vision to life. Now, it's true that this route may require a skilled WordPress developer and can be a bit more costly and time-consuming than using pre-built themes. However, if you have unique features or specific requirements, custom development is a fantastic choice. Plus, it's scalable, setting you up for success in the long run. Now, let's consider pre-built themes. It is ready-made templates that can be adapted to suit your brand and business needs. They are convenient, requiring less coding and design work than custom development. As a result, they are typically more affordable and quicker to implement. But keep in mind that pre-built themes might have some limitation in terms of feature and functionality. And if not customized properly, they can appear a bit generic. Nevertheless, they are a great solution for small businesses and personal website. Ultimately, the choice between custom development and pre-built temps depends on the specific needs of the website, the budget and timeline available. If customization and unique features are important, custom development may be the best option. However, if time and budget are primary consideration, a pre-built temp may be more suitable for you. Additionally, pre-built temps often come with a range of features and options that you may not require. This can result in bloated code and slow website performance. Keep it in mind. Regardless of whatever you choose, custom development or pre-built temps, it's essential to plan for future updates and customization requirements. By partner with experienced developer, you can create a flexible, scalable website that adapts to your evolving business needs. So, regarding this information, I have a question for you guys. Have you ever used pre-built temps for your or your client's website? If so, what was your experience on a scale from 1 to 10? Write your answer in the chat, please. I know there's some delay in broadcasting, but we can wait a little bit. I forgot to mention, if you have no experience, type 0. Type 0. Okay, I already see your answers. Okay, I don't see 10. Okay. Thank you for your answers. Thank you. Yeah, it's thank you for your honest feedback. It sounds like some of you may have frustration experience using pre-built WordPress temps. Don't worry, you're not alone. While pre-built temps can be a great solution, in some cases, they may not always provide the flexibility and functionality that business required, and that's why we choose custom development. So before we move on the next topic, let's take a moment to examine the life cycle of website development. Understanding this process is key to creating a website that is sustainable in the long term. As I said, there is two main options: custom development or pre-built temps. And as you might expect, the life cycle of a website can differ significantly depending on which approach you choose. With custom development, the planning, design, and development phase may be more time-intensive as you work to define specific requirements and tailor the website to your business needs. The design phase may also require more resources as you work to create a unique layout and visual design. However, because the website is built from scratch, you have complete control over the development process and can ensure that the site meets your specific needs. In contrast, pre-built temps may require less time and resources during the planning and design phase, as the basic structure and design elements are already in place. However, you may need to spend more time customizing the theme to fit information structure and fit your brand. And because the website is built on top of an existing theme, there may be limitation in terms of functionality and design customization. Regardless of which approach you choose, the maintenance phase will be similar. However, with custom WordPress development, you have more flexibility in terms of adding new features or functionality in the future. As the website is built from scratch, it can be tailored to meet evolving business needs. As a result, you spend less time and money implementing new functionality on a maintenance phase. While pre-built temps can save your time and money initially, they come with their own set of limitations that may not be conducive to modern business realities. And as my experience show, the implementation of new functionality and features usually take more time here, and some tasks are generally rejected due to impossibility of implementation. So let's talk about benefits of custom WordPress development. Choosing custom development can offer several benefits that can be crucial for the long-term success of your website. Let's now explore some of key benefits of custom development. Then when you opt for custom development, you have the opportunity to create website that completely tailored to your business needs. This level of customization is not possible with pre-built themes. And here are some of benefits. Unique design. With custom theme developments, you have the flexibility to design a website that is unique and reflect your brand identity. You can choose the layout, color schemes, fonts, custom animation, and other design and UI elements that match your business. It's optimized for performance. Custom themes are designed to be lightweight and optimized for performance. They are built with clean code and follow the latest web standards, which helps to improve website speed and user experience. It's a better security. Custom themes are less vulnerable to security threats as they are built from scratch and not based on pre-existing templates, not using contrasted plugins. You can also add specific security features and plugins to enhance website security. Custom themes is SEO friendly. Custom WordPress theme is designed to be SEO friendly, which means it's optimized for search engines. It's not secret that WordPress is well optimized for SEO out of the box. But if you want to reach higher position in search results, you have to tell Google more information like custom meta tags, open graph tags, navigation structure, information schemas defined on schema.org, info about your products, events, etc. For that, you definitely need help of experienced developer. Its next point, it's greater flexibility. Custom themes offer greater flexibility than pre-built themes. You can easily add or remove features, change the design and new functionality, integrate third-party services like marketing and analytic tools, CRM, newsletter, pipelines, synchronize information on your website with other tools and sources. And in long term, you save the money. The last benefit is cost saving. Custom theme may require more upfront investment than pre-built themes, but they can save your money in the long run. You won't need to purchase expensive licenses for third-party themes, and you won't have to worry about maintenance costs associated with poorly optimized and insecure themes. So there's a few best practices for managing custom WordPress projects, and the benefits of this are clear. But how do you go to implement them in a real project? The answer is simple: to follow best practices. With sticking to best practices, you can ensure that your custom development project is successful and sustainable in the long term. Managing a custom project requires a combination of technical skills and project management experience. Here are some best practices that can help ensure a successful outcome. You can see it on the current slide. Let's look into it closer. So First, you should define the project scope. It's a start. Clearly define the scope of the project in terms of what you need, the timeline, budget. Document these details in a project scope statement and ensure all stakeholders are on the same page. The next point is plan your project. Decompose your task, estimate the time and financial cost for each part of the project. The more detailed you break down your tasks, the more accurate the estimate will be. Develop a detailed project plan that includes all the tasks required to complete the project, deadlines and milestones. Make sure to include buffer time for unforeseen circumstances. Choose the right team. Select a team of developers, designers, and other professionals who have experience in WordPress development. Consider their skills and expertise and their ability to work together and communicate effectively. Use version control system. It's really important. This point, really important. Version control system like Git can help you manage code changes and ensure that your team members are working on the latest version of the project. It also helps you control updates, rollbacks to previous versions, and automate testing and deployments. Test early and often. Test the project at various stage of development to catch bugs and issues before they become more difficult and expensive to fix. Use automation for testing to streamline the process. Next point is communication. Communicate clearly. Keep all stakeholders updated on the project progress and any changes to the scope, timeline, or budget. Make sure to communicate it in a timely and transparent manner. Use the right tools for that. And document everything. Document all the important details of the project, including requirements, design decision, and code changes. This can help you avoid misunderstanding and disputes later on. Use quality assurance standards. Follow quality assurance standards to ensure that your project is secure, efficient, and scalable. Pay attention to accessibility. Failure to comply with accessibility guidelines in some countries could result in legal consequences at this moment. And the last one about maintenance and support. You should provide training and support to users once the project is completed. This can help ensure that they can use and maintain the website effectively. Okay. Before we go to the last topic, I have another one question, and I want to ask you about your experience. How many of this best practice you use? 1, 2, 3. I come back to the previous slide, so you can calculate amount of these best practices. If you use any other practices that I did not mention, you can also write in the chat. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there is some delay in broadcasting again. So now we see the answers. Okay, nice. Johannes, you're using all nine best practices. I like it. Thank you. I see that you're aware of these best practices. So let's go to the next part about insights, how we can improve better these best practices and how we do it in our team. So the key to success actually lies in tools and approaches you use. By utilizing the right tools and adopting the right approaches, you can maximize efficiency, minimize errors, and create high quality website that meets your business needs. Given the time constraints, so I'll focus on the key approaches, including automation, scaffolding, cross-functional collaboration, risk management, scaling, and delivery. Because each approach we use, those are a separate webinar, so we just stick some of them. First of all, I can talk you about optimization and what we use. Using automation tools and scripts to streamline repetitive and time-consuming tasks, such as testing or deployment. At our company, we automate a wide range of tasks to maximize efficiency and minimize errors, and here are some of them. It's a project setup. We are automating the process of setting up a new project, including creating repository, configuring project setup, adding team members to this project, adding documentation. So all of what information, what we need to start the project, placed in one place, and we can start immediately. And all this process made by one click. Next point is CRM integration. Automating the process of creating a new project in our CRM system with tasks converted from breakdown, divided by sprints, and it allows for easier tracking and collaboration among the team members. Feedback gathering. Automating the process of feedback gathering from clients and stakeholders, streamlining the feedback loop and ensuring that everyone is on the same page. As a part of our feedback gathering process, we use a tool called UserBag, a powerful tool that allows us to collect feedback directly from the clients and stakeholders in a streamlined and efficient manner. UserBags allows us to mark issues directly on the front end of the website and collect important information about the user device, resolution, browser, and a lot more. This information is then sent directly to our CRM, ensuring that everyone is on the same page and that feedback is properly tracked and addressed. Deployment. Automating the process of deployment and rolling out the website on the local, staging, and production stages. We are automating the deployment of new feature to different environments. It's possible only if you use Git to centralize your code base. Git allows you to manage different versions of your code and track changes made by different developers. To automate the development process, we use continuous integration that integrates with our Git repository. It's important to mention that you should avoid direct editing on the server, as this can lead to conflict and make it difficult to track changes made to your code. Instead, changes should be made locally and pushed to your Git repository before being deployed to different environments. This helps to ensure that all changes are tracked and can be easily rolled back if necessary. By automating this task, we are able to save significant amount of time, and this allows us to focus on more high-value activities, such as custom development work or client communication. So next slide is scaffolding. We use an approach that significantly simplifies and optimizes the work of developers. The basis of this approach is our custom starter team and the use of code generation tools. Starter team is a specially created theme in which we have optimized the file structure to facilitate development, implement critical things for performance and SEO, cover common security issues, implement code sniffers and linters to check coding standard, build, combine, and minify styles and scripts, etc. This allows for proper organization of code, clarity of the project structure, and makes it easier to find and modify files. Using a code generation tool allows for automatic generation of files for developing templates, blocks, post types, taxonomies, and points with just one command. It helps developers quickly create new elements according to the defined code style, ensuring consistency and sequence of the code in the project. This approach is used in many modern frameworks, such as Artisan in Laravel, so we adopted this practice from there. Currently, we are experimenting with AI tools for code generation, and the result is quite promising. And we are continuously exploring new and innovative ways to enhance our development processes. So next point is cross-functional collaboration. Effective communication between cross-functional team is a key component of successful project. There are many important points of collaboration in team, and one of them is the communication between the designer and the developer. Creating a style guide and utilizing it can facilitate collaboration between them and deliver better results. Style guide is a design document that contains a set of rules and guidelines for creating visual elements of a website. It can include information on typography, colors, layouts, spacing, padding, margins, animations, and other design elements. Style guide promotes consistency in design across the entire website. Another important aspect of collaboration is the cooperation between quality assurance engineer and the developer. As I mentioned earlier, we use UserBag for feedback gathering. So QA engineers also use these tools for reporting issues on QA stage. This enables a streamlined and efficient process for resolving bugs and issues. And in general, as I said, we use a CRM to ensure that everyone involved in project understand the current stage of development. This helps to keep everyone on the same page and ensure that the project stays on track. Additionally, we use Slack for quick communication between the team members, which facilitate collaboration and enable us to quick address any issues that arise. Next insight is risk management. It's important to identify a potential risk during the project development, such as changes in the project scope, unforeseen circumstances, technical issues that may cause missed deadline. To mitigate this risk, it's recommended to have a plan in place and be prepared to add additional developer if necessary to keep the project on track and deliver it on time with minimal downtime and data loss. It may be necessary to bring in additional expertise, such as developer with certain expertise, a front-end developer with excellent animation skills, or additional backend developer to integrate complex functionality and deliver project at time. It is important to have regular backups. So backups, it's another one that you should aware. So you should make regular backups of the project files and database, as unexpected technical issues can occur at any time. Having a plan for automated backups, the restore process and testing the restore process is essential to ensuring that the project can be restored quickly. Okay, next point is scaling. To ensure that your website can handle future growth, it's essential to plan for scaling yearly in the project. This includes having a set of established code standards in place to maintain consistency when onboarding new developers. Well-designed architecture, file structure, and standardized approaches to collaboration between team members help us facilitate the scaling process and allow for quick and efficient execution. Our starter team utilize a component-based structure that enables us to add new functionality without disrupting existing components and ensuring stable functionality. With this architecture, multiple developers can simultaneously work on different components without interfering with each other in code base. So the next, and I think it's the last one point, is delivery. When it comes to delivery, there are several key areas that you should focus on to ensure that your website is not only delivered on time, but also performs optimally and meets the needs of your users. First and foremost, performance optimization is crucial for delivering a website that loads quickly and provide a seamless user experience. It's important to optimize images, reduce file sizes, implement caching and compression techniques, and ensure that your website loads as quickly as possible. Another important factor is focusing on search engine optimization, known like as SEO. By focusing on SEO, you can attract more traffic to your website and improve your overall visibility offline. In addition to performance and SEO, core web vitals are become increasingly important for website delivery. These are Google metrics that measure the user experience on your website, including page speed, interactivity, and visual stability. Generic solution for all of them are already implemented in our starter team, so we can save a lot of time on each project. Next point is testing. Testing is also crucial for delivering a successful website. This includes functional testing, which ensures that all features and functionality are working properly. Previously, I've talked about our approaches and tools that we use. Documentation is another important aspect of delivery. This includes creating user manuals, technical documentation, and any other relevant documentation that will help users and developers understand how your website works. We are using our custom plugins that generate basic documentation based on the site structure, custom post types, plugins used, and more. While custom and unique functionality may require a more detailed description, these tools still save significant time for both managers and developers. Finally, maintenance and support are critical for ensuring the ongoing success of your website. This includes performing regular updates and maintenance tasks, as well as providing ongoing support and training to users and stakeholders. We archive all our developed project, and this allows us to easily access them and quickly update information from the live environments or add new functionality as needed. This ensures that we can efficiently and effectively maintain and improve upon our past work. So that's all about insights, and let's move on to conclusions. We have covered several topics, including difference between custom development and pre-built temps, the website lifecycle, benefits of custom theme development, best practices, and insight into tools, approaches, and strategies that can maximize efficiency and quality. It's clear that choosing custom development can offer several benefits, including unique design, optimized performance, blah, blah, blah. By following best practices, such as defining project scope, detailed planning, using automation, you can ensure that your custom development project is successful and sustainable in the long term. Effective cross-functional collaboration, risk management, and planning for scaling and delivery are also crucial for success website development. By implementing these strategies and approaches, you can create a website that meets your business needs and deliver a seamless user experience. So that's all. Thank you for your attention, and I hope that you found its information usable and helpful for your future WordPress development projects.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Oleg, for sharing your knowledge with us and telling all those tips and benefits. That's a huge thing. Thank you a lot. So we still have 17 minutes till the end of our webinar, and we will use this time for our Q&A session. While we had the speech, there were a couple questions in our live chat, and I saved them. So I will ask these questions now, and while Oleg will share his answers, please feel free to add more questions in the live chat. I will try to read all of them so we can cover as much as possible here. So there was a question from Frank Bogart, and he asks how to keep communication between offshore developers and local team good.
So as I mentioned, you definitely should use messengers for quick communication. You should set up it at the beginning of the project. So you mean offshore, like from different time zones? If so, if so, you should define at the time when you intersect your working hours and communicate effectively during this time about your issues and about things what you want to discuss. Then you should use CRM system with where you should have backlog of all your tasks, and you can communicate under each of those tasks about your your problems or maybe scope changes. It helped to have all this information in one place, and every stakeholder will be aware of that communication.
Good, perfect. Thanks for the answer. We have way more questions here, and if you can make the short answer, let's do it this way. So there is a small question from Orwell Hasid, and he asks, is custom development referred to writing code?
Yeah, of course. Custom development is fully about writing code. When you're working with pre-built apps, you work more like a designer. So you just compose your pages from existing templates, and when you're diving into custom developments, it's totally about development. So you should know front-end technologies, you should know back-end technologies, and you should know how to effectively write secure and maintainable code.
Yeah, good. Thanks for the answer. So here is in the chat the fresh question from Johannes. Johannes asks, what is your thoughts on Gutenberg from a developer point of view?
Actually, Gutenberg blocks is brilliant. While the Gutenberg blocks appears in core of WordPress, we start using it in our development process. Actually, creating a website with Gutenberg blocks, we can think like component-based development. So we can divide each template to smaller blocks and build it separately. And this way, we can be sure that nothing intersect in the development process. Another point about Gutenberg blocks, it's really useful because you can build, for example, set of 10 blocks that you have on your website, and in future you can create new pages from the existing blocks. There is a lot of things that we a lot of techniques that can add new and useful functionality to Gutenberg blocks. There is very good documentation, very good API for that, and we are continuously discovering these approaches and implementing it in our development process.
I suppose that's it. Thank you a lot for such a wide answer. There is one more tag question from Johannes here, and it sounds like this. So what is your thoughts on headless WordPress development vs standard monolithic WordPress development? Yeah, actually, a headless solution is brilliant, but there's some limitation of using this approach for users who previously worked with monolith approach of WordPress, because it's a little bit different experience when you're editing your information from the dashboard.
if you use some framework on frontend that render your data from your dashboard and in real time, it can be used, and it can look similar to a monolith solution. But generally, if you use some framework that use static site generator, you should every time rebuild your front end to see changes. That is not comfortable for some of developers, but I really like this approach. Because interacting with WordPress through API provide you with better performance. You should use every modern framework on the front end, and your website can be much more quicker. It's true. Yeah, it's a good approach. Actually, we love it, and a lot of our developers trying this approach. We have maybe one or two projects where we use this approach, but usually clients stick with the old-fashioned approach.
Nice, thanks. That was a great answer. And we have actually more questions here. The next question is from Peter. And the question sounds like, do page builders such as Elementor have a place in a custom development agency?
Actually, I don't like page builders because page builders actually implement the same approach as pre-built temps, and the main problem here that each page builder uses their own structure of saving data in the database. And in case when you need to migrate your website to another solution, that appear a lot of problems because, for example, if we talk about Elementor, it can take tons of time to move your content to new website, because you should do it manually. When you stick with standard of WordPress development and save and store your data in database that way that WordPress do from the box, you will be able to migrate all this data automatically, and it can save a lot of time and actually money. And another thing why I don't like page builders, they also contain a lot of unnecessary styles and script that and bring all these assets to your front end, and when you want to optimize your website for performance by Google tips, Lighthouse tips, you can do it because you don't have control of that on this plugin.
Okay, thank you for your answer. Actually, 6 minutes left here, and I have like offer here. So we have 2 tech questions and 1 question about like the team spirit and the team, like how to manage them. So Oleg, what question do you choose, about like the team or the tech question?
I like tech questions but there was a lot of them. Let's talk about teams.
So 2 more tech questions, and if there will be like the fast answer, maybe we will manage to cover the team question. So this is ask the next thing. Do you use ACF for blocks or React?
We are using ACF. We are using ACF. It's implemented in core component of our starter team. Yeah, we are using ACF. It's actually have good performance, good scalability, and good user and developer experience.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easier for WordPress developers because you can configure that these blocks with PHP, and you don't need to know to learn deeper into React.
Good. Okay, that was a fast answer. One more tech question here. Aurel asks, what do you think about custom development with CrocoBlock?
CrocoBlock. I don't work with CrocoBlock. I believe CrocoBlock, it's some plugin that implement the same functionality as Gutenberg blocks, maybe in a little bit different way. I'll check it. It's interesting.
Yeah,
but if CrocoBlock is related to some kind of page builders, it not so good. Okay.
Good. That's interesting that we like bringing in new names and tech stuff here to the conversation. So it looks like we have time for this team question. That's a big one. The question is from Frank, and Frank says that he is already working with Beetroot, but sometimes the distance, like the actual physical distance, is difficult. And Frank is looking more for info how to keep team tight even when there is a physical distance, how to keep developers involved enough and really feel like a team. You know, it's like about like building the team spirit.
Yeah, I know. I understand the question. So actually, we will start as an offline team of developers, but after COVID, we are all start working online. It was quite a challenge for us. But we implement some new tools for communication. We are plan more regular meetings with team, and it becomes as usual work in the office. I recommend you to think about daily meetings, and on these meetings you can talk a little bit about your processes, and spend second part of this meeting about to talk about usual thing from your life. It can help you to be like more close to each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I also probably have to add here that, like we have HRs who work with the developers tightly, and like they also can support in the team building activities. And, when developers have any request about their like work conditions, like you just can let your HR know and they will like solve it and make it more nice for you to work with. Yeah, actually Frank says that he will try to implement daily meetings. You see, Frank, we hope that it will work well for you. And yeah, thank you for a good answer and a great tip here. That's already 1 hour from the beginning, and I think that we have to wrap up already. So on behalf of Beetroot team, I want to say thank you very much for being here with us and spending this hour with Oleg and Beetroot and being active and asking questions. That's really valuable to have this kind of interaction here. And thank you, Oleg, for sharing your experience and your knowledge. It's really, really great and huge thing. And we will share the materials from this webinar with you soon during next couple of days, so you can find it in your email box. And for now, we can say thank you for being here and see you soon again. We will have more webinars like this, and hope you will join also.
Yeah, thank you for joining.
Yeah.
And have a nice evening. Nice to see you here.
Yeah, have a great evening and see you soon again. Bye.
Bye.